to fly way up to the clouds.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Hacienda. Rivet here again. Good to see you. Glad you could join me. We're going to make another feast today. We'll be cooking in the clay pot, the cazuela again, and we're going to make a typical traditional recipe from Spain. Cazuela de Mariscos, or Spanish seafood stew. There are about as many versions of this particular recipe as there are probably towns in Spain. So, you know, don't hate me if it's not the way your mom made it. But anyway, it's a very good rustic fisherman soup, and we're going to throw some down and show you how to make it. Of course, we're going to use saffron. We've got a couple bay leaves, a red and green bell pepper, 1 onion, some fresh garlic. We got some nice olive oil. Unfortunately, I'm out of Spanish olive oil, so we're going to have to use Greek Kalamata oil, extra virgin. We got some clam juice. I found a real nice bottle of Spanish white, Marqués de Riscal, Sauvignon Blanc, from the Rueda region. So that's going to be a really good wine to add in it. Of course, we need sweet smoked paprika, pimentón de la vera. That's authentic Spanish there, and some crushed tomatoes. Now for the seafood, what we got here is wild red shrimp, Alaskan cod, mussels, and some Atlantic scallops. So let me go ahead and do the prep work and come back and join me, and I'll show you how it's done. Alright, so in the cazuela we have about a half a cup of oil heating up. It's been heating up between 3 and 4, and we're going to start out by sweating out the onions a little bit. Okay, you always want to bring up the heat on a cazuela very gently and slowly because it is possible that it may crack. Alright, so the oil is boiling a little bit and the onions are starting to saute slightly. We're going to add a little bit of Spanish sea salt, very coarse granuled. I got this off of Amazon, and I am really tickled to death with this high quality salt. It's got such a nice mineral flavor from the ocean, so we're going to be using that. It was actually a 1 pound bag, so I just took a little bit and found this old jar and put it in there. Alright, after a few more minutes, the onions are starting to get translucent, so we're going to add 4 or 5 sliced garlic, 1 red bell pepper, and 1 green bell pepper, and we're going to continue to sweat those out a little bit. Okay, and we'll add another little pinch of salt there. Okay, we've been cooking this for 10 minutes over number 4.5. It is just shy of medium heat, and we're getting a nice boil and a fry here, so that's good. So the next thing we're going to do is add a few things. We got 2 bay leaves. In they go. We got a 28 ounce can of crushed tomatoes. Okay, in it goes. We have 1 8 ounce pure all natural clam juice from Maine. If you can find fish stock or fish bouillon, I recommend you go ahead and get it and use that instead, but I couldn't find any. We're going to add the 2 grams of saffron that I've had steeping in about a 1/4 cup of that Rueda Riscal wine. Okay, we need to add that. Now, let me go ahead and rinse out that bowl because there's all that goodness in there. We don't want to waste a single thread of saffron. And we're going to add about a half bottle of wine. That's about right now. And last but not least, 2 generous tablespoons of pimentón de la vera. Okay, that's a Spanish smoked sweet paprika. Okay, good stuff. Now we're going to combine all that nicely, and we're going to leave it over the same heat, and we want to cook it down and reduce it. Oh, I guess we're going to cook it 15-20 minutes. Alright, so join me then. Right, we've been simmering this at number 2 for 20 minutes, and it's got nicely thick and reduced. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to get rid of the bay leaves. We're going to add the seafood, and then we're going to add the rest of the bottle of wine if there's space, and we'll finish cooking this meal. Yum. It smells delicious, by the way, people. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is we've got these beautiful scallops, Atlantic sea scallops, nice big fat ones, 6 to a pound. No, I'm sorry, 12 to a pound. Okay, so we're going to put those in there. Then we've got this beautiful codfish, that's Alaskan cod. Now this is not salt cod like my last recipe, this is fresh cod. So we're going to add the cod like that. And cod is definitely a Spanish type fish, which is great. So we're going to jam all that in there. I'm going to make it fit because I don't want to have any fresh cod left over. Now we have these beautiful red fresh caught shrimp, which we're going to nestle in there like that. Now I've turned the heat back up to 4 because all this stuff is very cold, and we want to simmer this for a little while. And last but not least, the fresh mussels. Okay, I got 1.5 pounds of mussels, so we'll put it on in there like that. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to bring it back to a simmer. Probably another 5 minutes over 4, then I'm going to reduce the heat, and we're going to cover it with foil like that and cook it. Remember, we're cooking slow. It's a cazuela. We're going to cook it slowly at a very, very light simmer until the stuff's done. Then join me then. And here you have it, a steaming plate of delicious goodness. Cazuela de Mariscos from Spain. Oh, look at that. Oh my, you got your scallops, your mussels, your cod, your shrimp, all kinds of greenery, good stuff there. And that's not all. Oh no, we've got to garnish it. We're going to put a little dash of fresh chopped parsley, like that, on top. You can squeeze a little bit of lemon on that, that's optional. Unfortunately, I forgot to buy it at the store, so I don't have any. And to sop up all the great juices, how about a bit of rustic, beautiful bread? Oh yes. Now I want to point out that this set of eatingware, the bowl and the dish, came from ancientcookware.com. It's part of their collection, just like the cazuela. Now I want to tell you, I'm not getting any money, not any recompense, nothing back. I just like to tout good quality products. So thanks for watching, people. This is deliciousness in a bowl from Spain. Take care. Bye-bye.